Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Amber, and this is my sacred ministry. Today is Wednesday, February 4th. Let me grab my notes. Okay, so Wednesday is ruled by Mercury. Mercury is currently sitting at 26 degrees of Aquarius. Divine Messenger. And it is squaring Uranus, cosmic intelligence, at 27 degrees. Today is a 7-day forward movement. Key words and phrases. Forward we go. Major disclosure. Prioritize. Focus. And amen. First point for today's energy. Quote, God, build strength in me. Bring peace to my mind, calm to my thoughts. This Uranian Mercury energy is refining your mind. It is challenging limited understandings with higher truths. This is meant to elevate. It doesn't always feel like wonderful though. So we stabilize with the Christ force, which is truth. We build from that place and allow our mind to tune or to align. Guard, strengthen, and fortify my heart and mind. Amen. Once again, the Christ stabilizes, the feminine aligns. Number 3 represents the feminine. Oh, it was 333 when I said that. Okay. Number 3 represents the feminine. 4 represents the masculine. Foundation, trajectory. Also, the earth in the third dimension. The Empress, the embodiment of the sacred feminine. Truth is our foundation, our anchor. We create and we love from there. However, peace is our baseline. Gratitude is our first response. Now, the sun is at 15 degrees of Aquarius. 15 can represent the devil. And in this case, fear, restriction, attachment, addiction, the darker emotions such as jealousy. There's a specific one. Resentment. And it's being illuminated. The sun. Okay. The sun and the moon are our personal luminaries. The sun being the masculine luminary, the moon being the feminine luminary. So the feminine is reigning supreme over emotions, and the masculine is reigning over action and power. The moon is 21 degrees of Virgo. 21 is a completion, cycle completion. So something is being illuminated in order to close it out, which fits with the theme of literally the energy imprint or influence of all the other planets, individually and combined. We are literally standing in the space between the old world and the new world. Or for you, the old world and the new world. My mind is held by Jesus today. Amen. Quote, the power of Christ compels you. The sun's activity, okay? Deep truths are being exposed, are being illuminated. Saturn is at 29 degrees of Pisces. This is the final degree point of the zodiac, completion of a cycle. This is last chance to learn, to correct. Neptune is already begun at 0 degrees of Aries. We're already in the new cycle. This is like, because it's not precise where everybody goes at the same time, it's kind of this wave into the next cycle. Pluto in Aquarius, age of Aquarius. Neptune in Aries, the beginning of a new 165-year cycle. Not going back again. No more retrogrades back. Saturn, preparing to enter Aries. End of a 30-year cycle. This is like the Saturn return point where the initiation happens. The test at the end of a chapter. Did you learn? Are you going to pass or fail? Did you learn? That's what's happening right now. It's like seeing frames of a film that are slowly catching up, or for your perspective, slowly catching up to present reality. We are in Age of Aquarius, make no mistake. We have begun, we have started this new cycle. And aspects, I'm going to really try to make this, visibly accurate. Aspects are catching up. But even though this is a slow catching up, we're at the point where we're completing this process. Complete, last. Prepare for things to look very differently very, very soon. Interesting. I'm getting Cinderella in the carriage as the clock is striking midnight and the carriage is beginning to turn back into a pumpkin. Time is up. And everyone knows it. Both sides, both teams. Team God and Team Ahriman, the Antichrist. Okay? And we have plenty of examples of what's to come from Ahriman in this next cycle. Potentially. So I heard a song, I believe it's called The Hanging Tree, which is kind of morbid and makes me feel, I don't like. But the lyrics that I'm hearing is, are you coming to the tree? I looked this up years ago. I don't recall much about it other than it did not make me feel good. The hanging tree, where things go to die. Um, I'm not sure. End of an era. It is the end of the old era where certain things were allowed to take place. No more. Not anymore. This is the last. Okay. Anything. Anything? Anything. I was going to say anyway. Anything, anyway. Okay. All right. Moving along. The statement I am commands your energy and your reality. So what follows those two vowels. They're not really words. One's a word, one's whatever. What follows I am needs to be very intentional currently, because we are setting the foundation for the next cycle. And we are in a time of very fertile soil, meaning that our seeds must be intentional. Unless you are a fan of regret. Okay? I am powerful, intelligent, abundant, supported, guided, and held by God. Amen. That is my statement. You're free to create your own. Quote, your life is supposed to be easy. Let things work in your favor. This is being led, being guided. It is a smooth flow. Okay? Versus forcing, which comes with inherent resistance. The resistance is there to shift your direction, to ask you, are you sure? Are you sure this is what you want? Again, what is coming through today, this is the consciousness of the new cycle, not the old one. Okay? So in this new cycle, we are led, we are guided, we can flow with ease to a degree. We are challenging ourselves and testing our limits for our own development and potential. But we are not receiving resistance externally because we are being guided. We are being led by God, by angels, by ascended masters and light beings. Or people are being led by Lucifer and Ahriman into hell. That is a very real aspect as well. And it will happen in the mind, because the mind creates the reality. Okay. Allow your reality. We genuinely want ease and flow. The vast majority. Okay? Prefers positive emotions and positive outcomes. We genuinely desire to have this progress, this progression, this advancement and development reinforcement of ourselves in whatever area. We genuinely want that. And in this new cycle, what we are being asked to do is to simply allow reality to be and then choose. Not fight it, not struggle against it. Allow it to be. See it in its truth and then choose. Accurate. We're actively creating what comes next in doing this. Reality responds. You have free will to choose, and reality will respond to you. That is what it does. What we're experiencing now is the response to what was. However, last, this is the end of it. But we're at the same time starting anew. So what seeds are we planting? What belief structures are we going to root in? What bars are we setting? 2222 on the timer. Remember, our youth are looking to us to set the standard. And things have changed. The old way is simply the old way. We don't have to make it wrong or bad because it's not. It existed at a time in human development. That's it. Consciousness has moved on. That's it. So we teach, guide, support from this new space, this higher space. And we reflect that to our youth because they are the ones that are going to grow up to embody it. Allow life to happen and choose what you desire and how you want to feel. It's okay. It's working out. Big scale. It's all working out. We're going to get there. Okay? The majority is moving up, which means that we're moving up. Majority wins. Now, your experience of this process will be different depending on your choices. Angel number 3945. A message from your angels regarding personal growth, structural changes in your life, and the need to embrace new transformative experiences. It is a sign to align your daily actions with your higher purpose and to trust that these changes will lead to a better future. This is so on point. All of these pieces came from different areas, and the way that I am relaying them now is different than what I planned. But I'm going with the flow, 25-25, and it's all just fitting together. That is magic. That is magic. That is telling the future. Because you're receiving the message, writing it down, and then as you're living, you see the message and it is perfect for the moment, even though the moment already happened. Now, this isn't a large amount of time, but time is irrelevant. Not irrelevant. Time is perceived differently depending on the moment, depending on the person. It's subjective. Can feel long, can feel short. The same span of time can be perceived differently. You're being asked to explore the limits of your life. Truth is, there are no limits. This is your motivation. There are no limits. You are infinite. There's an infinite amount of possibility. Freedom. Freedom. What does freedom mean to you? Really? Freedom that brings genuine joy, not momentary pleasure. Genuine joy. The kind that ages like wine. Once it's created, you leave it alone and it just evolves and becomes better. Some people like cheese. It is what it is. Trust God's plan for your life. Angel number 1212, angel number 88. You can look those up if you desire to. Quote, God is moving you. Don't be scared. Okay? Trust, flow, surrender, let go. Allow yourself to be guided. Choose accordingly. Okay? 3 weeks. 3 weeks. Something or everything will be very different in 3 weeks. We're approaching the spring equinox, the actual beginning of the year of the fire horse. 1, new cycle. We will have the lunar new year this month, but the sun enters the new year on the spring equinox, March 20th or 21st, depending. And we need to be ready for it, for real. Okay, so today, the sacred feminine, the earth, the embodied divine, Ah, the purple. That's why. Flame tree. Number 30. 30. The start of something new. Align to infinite possibility. Allow the fire to burn away all that no longer serves. All that no longer serves, period. Something is brewing, rising up to meet you. You on your higher path. Smoke rises. The heat rises. There is movement. It literally creates movement. The fire moves air. It moves matter. It is etheric in nature. Okay. All right. Affirmation. Oh. A creative flame glows within my heart and illuminates my mind. I am ready to start something new. My heart and mind are open to new possibilities. My dream becomes my reality. I do what I love and love what I do. Are you coming to the tree? That song, I don't know, it kind of gives me the creeps, but I keep hearing it. And there's also something about an audience, people observing something happening, a ritual, celebration, could be either, could be both. I'm not sure. It is a marking of the time, though, the moment, the change. Possibly it's an invitation to create your own sacred acknowledgement of this moment, this new cycle starting. When you make your life ritual, you make your life worship, sacred and intentional. Everything is ritual. Another word for ritual is prayer. Washing of an infant is a ritual. It is a renewing. It is a cleansing. It is loving. being in worship, being in devotion. It's powerful. Okay. We also have these two. Thinking of you, number 29, Saturn 29 degrees. The sun is setting, but it's also a beautiful farewell with gratitude and awe, recognition for how far we've come, honoring of God and what has been, preparing for the next. Eternal dance, number 19. 19 represents the sun. Movement, wheel of life, path of least resistance. Flow. Okay? This loving force is guiding, providing, assisting. If you want an instruction manual, look up the new light. That's your information. Those are your codes. That is your instruction. Receive it. Path of least resistance. Guidance. It's being offered. Okay? Releasing the old ways of restriction and force, torture, being held back and tied up. This feminine is so wrapped up and divine around the middle of her waist would restrict her diaphragm, as would the one above it. The one below it would be squeezing her creative forces. This is and her hands above the head, like she is completely, I'm hearing unarmed, vulnerable. It could be easily extinguished. Where once there was rigidity, there is movement. Farewell at the sunset. Okay? A new day dawns. Ease of flow, transformation, and creativity allows for rest and rejuvenation. Day's a 7-day goddess of creation. Relaxed, at ease, peaceful, and in love and worship of the mother around her, support beneath her. There is no fear that exists in this moment. Pure joy, pure potential. This is creation. And her arms are above her head as well. But she's having, 40-40. She's having a much better time than the previous. That is surrender. Willing surrender to move forward. Whoa. Wow. Who are you now when you are in this energy? Who are you? What are your desires? You are everything they said you weren't. You are free. You are honored. You are sacred. You are worshipped. You are the living embodiment of the earth and sky. They, the ones that metaphorically tied us up and positioned us to be in a very vulnerable state, silenced in many cases. Those guys, they gave you one path, but there are infinite ways to move. You are all, and you are none. You are all within the one, and bound to none. The natural progression is always ready and available. Breathe. The earth will bend for you. True freedom is not separation from, but access to all, taking it all in. Marriage of marriage, marriage of spirit and matter. 34. Feminine, masculine. Powerful symbols here. This is the merging. We aren't running away. We are moving towards. What you seek is seeking you. So much abundance that it literally can't be held. It's raining down, streaming. Let there be light. Three, two, one, go. All right, that was the message that I had for today. I think, not think, See if there's anything more to come through today. Dreams are very active, are going to become more so as Mercury moves into Pisces. But this is divine messenger. This is information. This is not to be dismissed anymore. Now, obviously, every single dream is not a prophetic dream, but every single dream is bringing you information, is showing you how you truly feel, possibly, beliefs that you hold, possibly, perspectives that you have, potentially, and future events and truths that would change your mind immediately. Spirit is speaking to you. Your ancestors are speaking to you. Your lineage is letting you know because you are the current representation of your lineage. You are the best of them. You are an accumulation. Okay? 222. I just received a text. Confirmation. And I forgot what I was talking about. Okay. Pearls. Wisdom. And I didn't realize this, and I'm telling you this because it's for someone. If you're still here, thank you. Pearls are weighted. They are rare. They are beautiful. No two are the same. They are coveted. They represent femininity. And they appear fragile, but they are in fact weighted. They literally last forever for a reason. That's for someone, I don't know. Anyhow, oh, I was talking about dreams. Okay, well, I'm going to leave it there. Getting a little long. I am sending everyone all of my love today. Sacred prayers. Speak over yourself, speak over your life, speak over your children and your family members and the future that you desire. God is listening. Wow. All of my love your way, and I'll talk to you soon.